I'm back, baby, yeah, I'm back. 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 Woo! All right, it's time to get into this bullshit, flat Earth. Now, this flat Earth shit is about as dumb and stupid as these religious nutcracks out here. Thinking some spook guy is running around here doing all this shit, going throw your ass, cast your ass in hell. There's a guy who knows everything, but yet this same guy who knows all things needs a judgment day. And if God knows everything, then what the fuck is the point of a judgment day? You see what I'm saying? If he knows everything, what the fuck is the point of a judgment day? He already knows how he's going to judge you, stupid ass. But you know, you got a bunch of nutcracks out here, and this is what I call surface dwellers. You know, all your Bible-toting nutcracks, all your religious nutcracks. Then you got these flat earthers, and they're a bunch of fucking nutcracks. And then you got these creationists who are nutcracks, and you got these pseudo-evolutionists who are all fucking nutcracks. And the reason why they're nutcracks is because they just shit on the surface. See what I'm saying? You know, your two eyes, the shit you see with your two eyes it can be an optical illusion, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we're gonna get into these nutcracks that I call flat earthers. Look, man. You know, I hate you know, like I said, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just going to tell the truth, man. Flat earthers are a bunch of mental nutcracks, man. And we're gonna break into this, and I'll be back. Woo! Okay, I'm gonna show you some of these little mind fucks, mind tricks. You know how your eyes can fucking play tricks on you. Okay, I mean they got them all over the goddamn internet, man. It's here's an optical illusion with visual phenomenon, science experiments. Okay, this right here is a green dot going around. You know, flashes in and out as it hits a pink polka dot. Now, if you look at it directly, if you look at it straight on, you're not going to see the green dot. It's going to appear pink. But if you look at it from if you turn your head to the right or to the left and look at it from the corner of your eye, you actually will see the green dot. Okay? Okay. This is the illusions that a lot of people see. You know, like if you look at this thing straight on, you're going to have the opinion that all the fucking dots are pink. See what I'm saying? If you look at it from the corner of your eyes, you actually see a green dot. Okay? Now, which one is it? Are you seeing the green dot or are you seeing the pink dot? See, it's all fucking illusion, okay? And you know, and this is the problem a lot of people have. They can't see past the fucking illusions, okay? And these are these fucking flat earthers, okay? They can't see. I mean, just common sense would tell you that the goddamn world is round, okay? But these dumb motherfuckers are coming up with the most asinine explanations for shit. I mean, it's just completely asinine. I mean, all you do is take a simple telescope. You can take a simple telescope, look out into outer space. You can see that all the planets are fucking round. There's a ring around fucking Saturn. You get to a cheap ass telescope and aim it towards Saturn, you can see the fucking ring around Saturn. Okay, it's a spherical planet. Everything in the universe is gonna be spherical except for the Earth that we live on, which is fucking retarded. But let me give you an example of optical illusions. You can watch this for yourself. Now it's gonna give you the instructions. Just follow instructions. Okay, here it is. Here you go. Okay. This is another example of an amazing illusion. Okay, hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, the last sentence is so true. Okay, if your eyes follow the movement of the rotating pink dot, the dots will remain only one color, pink. However, if you stare at the black dot in the center, the moving dots turn to green. Okay? Then concentrate on the black dot in the center of the picture. After a short period, all the pink dots will slowly disappear, and you will only see a single green dot rotating. Okay? It's amazing how our brain works. Okay, there really is no green dot, and the pink ones really don't disappear. This should be proof enough we don't always see what we think we see. Okay, now, like I said, also if you look at this and just kind of look at it from the corner of your eye, you will see a green dot rotating. But if you look at it straight on, okay, the dot will be pink. All right, and here you go. And see, the reason why I'm showing you this, man, is because people have their fucking perception. See, this is what you're gonna be dealing with when you deal with people. Their fucking perception. See, this is why I cuss in my videos, man. Because a lot of times I cuss in my videos just to get people's perception. Because some people will have the perception because you cuss, or you say a cuss word, automatically they try to discredit you. Because that's their fucking perception. See, it's because a motherfucker cuss and says motherfucker, okay, he doesn't know anything. See, but if I talk like this and walk around like I got a boar stuck in my ass and hey, how's it going and cater to your fucking feelings, then this same motherfucker who don't know what the fuck he's talking about, even though he sounds all politically correct when he talks, okay, this on the basis that he sounds politically correct and he fucking talks, like a typical stereotypical nerd. Okay, just because he talks like that, people automatically give him credit over somebody who might cuss in their presentation. But see, the perception is what veers you from the fucking truth. This is why motherfuckers like Barack Obama can come up and lie straight in your fucking face, but you're automatically going to trust him because he carries himself like a person that you would trust, even though he's a goddamn liar. See what I'm saying? Whereas a brother, who will tell you point blank, straight up, okay, you're not going to trust him, even though he's telling you the fucking truth. It's like, I see this whole thing with women. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful how you talk to women because women deal with their feelings. It's like if you hurt her feelings, okay, she's not going to hear anything that you're saying. Because what you're saying is hurting her feelings. So she's going to just act like what you're saying is not true. You know what I'm saying? It's the perception. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with fucking perception. Okay? And perception is the problem. Okay? Getting past the fucking perception and hearing reality. Dealing with fucking reality. Okay? It's like seeing the trees from the forest. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when you zoom in to something, okay, you're going to get a completely different picture as opposed to when you zoom out. When you zoom out, what you thought you saw when you were zooming in looks completely different as you zoom out. Okay, these are mind perception games. Okay, and when you talk to people, you got some people who are mentally zoomed in, then you got some people who are mentally zoomed out, and then when they have a conversation, okay, there's going to be a fucking conflict because their perception or their perspective is fucking different. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be arguing about what they see when they both are correct. Okay? It's just one person zoomed in and arguing, no, this is what I see, and he's only seeing it based off the perspective that he zoomed in, and he's arguing for a person that zoomed out, who's telling the person that's seeing what they see zoomed in, the person zoomed out is going to have a different perspective. They're both right, and they're both looking at the exact same thing. See what I'm saying? It's like a person standing in front of you is describing you, and he's describing what he sees. He sees your face, okay? And there's a person standing right behind you, and he's describing you, and all he sees is the back of your head. And these two people are saying, no, she has a nose, eyes. No, she only has hair. You got two people arguing this. See what I'm saying? And, so they're having a big-ass argument, ready to come to fights, and they're both looking at the exact same thing. And they're both correct. See, it's a matter of perspective. And what you want to do is you want to take all perspectives and put them together like a puzzle piece so you get a 3D visual. Because, I recognize that, you have people who zoom in and there's people who zoomed out, and people who mentally are zoomed in are going to have a completely different perspective as opposed to people who are mentally zoomed out. Some people can see all the details, and some people can get the big fucking picture. The motherfucker getting the big fucking picture can't see all the details, and the motherfucker seeing all the details can't get the big fucking picture. See how this works? So you got to be able to zoom in, zoom out. And you got to be able to have extrasensory perception, because everything you see with your two eyes is a fucking illusion. Okay? It's a fucking illusion. Now, you got to be able to see past the illusion. Now, these fucking flat earthers are fucking surface-dwelling dumbasses, man. Okay, they're like a lot of motherfuckers that judge shit on surface. You know what I'm saying? I cuss, so automatically you're going to judge the presentation. You're going to discount all the fucking facts presented in this fucking presentation because I said motherfucker. See what I'm saying? This people do this dumb shit. Okay, which tells me they're not involved. They're not involved people. I cuss to see how you're going to respond, to see, if you're going to listen as opposed to, being thrown off by a couple cuss words. But I can throw you off with a couple cuss words. Number one, you don't need to be listening to my goddamn presentation because you're a fucking idiot. And number two, you know what I'm saying, those who can get past the cuss words, okay, those people are evolved. And these are the people that I need to be communicating with because these people are seeing the world as it is. Okay? They're not being defrayed by a cuss word. Okay? They can actually sit down and look past the cuss words and get the gist of what somebody's actually saying. Listening to what someone actually says. I see, this is why I hate talking to people, man. I told a dumb motherfucker, a Bible-toting nutcrack out here, told these dumb motherfuckers I don't believe in the devil. Now how these Bible-toting nutcracks interpreted that? Because they don't critically think and they're stupid as fuck. They're just surface-dwelling dumbasses who probably fall prey to this flat earth bullshit. Okay? I tell a motherfucker, one of these Bible-toting nutcracks, that I do not believe in the devil. These dumb motherfuckers should turn around and tell everybody I don't believe in God. Now, where in that sentence did I say I did not believe in God? I said I don't believe in the devil. But they interpreted it in their minds, their perception took it as I don't believe in God. Because they've been conditioned and trained and they're too fucking stupid to see it because they don't fucking listen. You know what I'm saying? They live in this perceptionary world where if you say certain words, it triggers certain thoughts in their mind. It's kind of like a woman or a person that's had a traumatic event. Maybe a guy got beat down by 10 Asian guys. You know what I'm saying? He got brutally beat down. Okay, he recovers. But he still has that stigma in his head that every time he sees a Asian person, he's going to relive that trauma. So this could be the nicest Asian guy in the world, but because he looks like an Asian, okay, he's automatically going to, subconsciously experience those traumatic events of an Asian beating him down, and he's going to hate this Asian guy. You see what I'm saying? Based on the fact, based on he's associating Asian with trauma. See what I'm saying? And you got a lot of these dumb motherfuckers out here who can't separate, trauma from reality. Okay, the reality is Asian guy is a harmless person. It's not going to fuck with you. But because you got beat down by an Asian, automatically you see an Asian person, Larry Son's he's going to beat me down. Something. It's kind of like a lot of y'all sisters, y'all get with these, these brothers, leave you pregnant, dump you like a bad habit, because that one brother left you pregnant and dumped you like a bad habit. Okay, you want to look at all men are dogs. Okay, you're going to judge the next man for something that the last man did to you. Okay, the last man, what he did has nothing to do with the next man. You know what I'm saying? You got to judge everybody individually. But, he's a man, so they're all the same. And it's reverse. It's reverse, A lot of men, you judge women, you know what I'm saying, as if they're all the fucking same, and you have to judge everybody individually. Everybody's their individual person. But we're going to get into this experiment, man. So I don't want to, I kind of, this is what I be battling with, man, my whole life, man. People's fucking perception. People don't listen. They don't fucking listen. They go off on whims on their perception. All it takes is one fucking key word to throw them off. You be in the middle of a conversation, you say one word, and then these people zone in. These people that zoom in don't listen to the whole gist of what you're saying. They zoom in on that one fucking word, and then want to take the conversation off on a whole nother fucking tangent based on that one fucking key word. You see what I'm saying? And then they want to accuse you of talking about something that had nothing to do with what you were talking about. But because they went off on a tangent off of one fucking word, they want to accuse you that, okay, you brought up the conversation. No, I didn't bring up the conversation, motherfucker. You zoned in on one goddamn word I said out of everything I said. You ignored everything else I said, zoned in on a one fucking word, and took it off on the tangent. And now you blaming me for bringing up the subject. I didn't bring up this fucking subject. Your dumb ass went off on a goddamn tangent. And you're too stupid to realize that's exactly what you did because you didn't listen to the whole thing. You didn't listen to everything I said. And I got to go back and have an argument with you off of what I actually said and repeat myself 10 times over. And then you want to sit around and accuse me of arguing with you. No, you're just a stupid motherfucker who doesn't listen. And that's the fucking problem. You motherfuckers don't listen. Okay? And here we go, man. On with this experiment. And because you don't listen is why you fall into all this. That's why you're a Bible-toting nutcrack. Okay? You know, you believe in this fake-ass Jesus is going to come back and save your stupid ass. Because you don't listen. You don't fucking pay attention. You know, there's nothing. The letter J didn't come into the alphabet till the 1600s. If you've been paying attention, if you've been researching, if you've been trying to listen and get facts and all that, you would know that shit. So prior to the year 1600, there was no person named Jesus that ever existed in history. You know? But yet you think Jesus is coming back to save your fucking ass. Even though there was never a person named Jesus prior to the 1600s. Okay? I mean, that's, you know, that's what I'm talking about, man. You've been mind fucked. All you know is what the fuck you've been told your whole goddamn life, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all you know. And, you know, you got this cult of fucking flat earthers, no different than the cult of the Hebrew ass clown Israelites, falling into that shit, no different than the cult, you know, of Christian insanity or any other stupid ass religion out there. It's not based in anything fucking real. It's all based on a fucking perception. Okay, and you gotta get past the perception and start dealing with fucking reality. What's real? And see, you can put reality to the test. See, these flat earthers, shit they talk is not reality. It's a bunch of bullshit, man. It's stupid. You know, just narrow-minded, surface-dwelling dumbasses, man. This is no different than these fucking Bible-toting nutcracks out here, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is, you know, you can read that Bible, you can have 100 different interpretations of that shit. See, I look at genetic engineering, and then, you know, here's these populations of people who got Neanderthal DNA, and then I apply it to the Bible, and then I see, okay, in order for someone to have Neanderthal DNA, this had to be engineered into their genome, which means whoever engineered that into the genome is actually the God of the Bible. See what I'm saying? You know, I mean, but you have to go out into the real world and do your own fucking research. Okay? And like I said, I compare testimony and I look for contradiction. And once I find a contradiction, I know somebody's fucking lying. See what I'm saying? I always look for the fucking contradiction, man. And that's how I can determine whether you're lying or not. Okay, and I'm about to demonstrate that. But here's the experiment. Let's go ahead and read through that. Okay. Now, if you look at this, okay, you're going to see pink dots. And when I stop it, you see pink dots, you see a black dot, okay? This dot that you don't see right now is actually a green dot. But if you look at it straight on, you won't see it as a green dot. There you go. Now, if you focus your eyes on the pink dots, okay? Focus your eyes on the pink dots, you won't see a green dot. But if you focus on the black dot, you can see the green dot. If you look at the pink dots, you won't see the green dot. Now, if you turn your eye to the right and look at it, you can see the green dot if you see from your peripheral vision. See, this is the perception of your mind. And see, this is why we got a lot of brothers sitting in prison for crimes they didn't commit. Okay? Because some white lady got raped by a black guy. Okay, then they, because in this woman's perception, all black guys look the same. You know what I'm saying? They just march any black guy in there, and that's the guy that raped her. Yeah, that's him right there. Thank God we got DNA. DNA is getting a lot of brothers the fuck out of prison. because some delusional Caucasoid fucking accused him of raping her, all because she couldn't differentiate in her mind one black man from the next. It's just a black man, so he raped me. See, you know, I mean, you see it all the time, man. A guy can run in the room, take something, run out the room full of people, and each one of those, yeah, you get a description of what happened. Damn, everybody in that goddamn room is gonna have a different goddamn description. Because this ain't got shit to do with reality. This is all about fucking perception. And saying then you got these dumb motherfuckers out here. Well, you tell them some facts, they'll say, well, those are your facts. No, motherfucker, those are the facts. Now, where's your proof disproving it, motherfucker? Your perception is not your proof. What you perceived in your fucking mind is not fucking proof. That what I see is not reality. And I can do tests to verify what I see. Now, what the fuck can you do but fucking argue? See what I'm saying? So, this is what you run into with people all the time, man. Everybody has a different fucking perspective on shit. See what I'm saying? Everybody has a different fucking perspective. And this is what we're arguing about, the fucking perspective. Okay? People have delusions. So I call people a delusional urinut. When they sit there and talk about the Caucasoids, the Annunaki, that's, does this Anunnaki, is this Anunnaki 2 to 5% Neanderthal, man? Is it crossed with Bigfoot? And see, when I present evidence, man, these motherfuckers, I present indisputable fucking evidence, man, which challenges your fucked up perception on the world, man. That's why none of these motherfuckers like the I'm and Fraud Squad, that's why they'll never come on my page talking shit anymore. So I'm saying all these He-Fu, Hebrew, Ash Clown, Isra, ISIS, Rael, lights. They don't come over here really talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, the reason why is because they can't dispute the information I present. Now I'm quite sure, not everything I present is spot on, but damn near 95%. Some of the stuff I present might not be 100% proven. But when you look at other evidence, it proves the unproven evidence, man. You know what I'm saying? Because there's only one conclusion that it could possibly be. So, it's called deduction. Okay, and like I said, I approach my shit not as a goddamn scholar. I approach my shit as a fucking detective. Okay, and I look for contradiction. Okay, and I take one person's testimony and compare it to the next person's testimony and see where the contradictions is. Same way a fucking cop does when there's a dispute in the fucking house. One cop's going to separate the two disputing parties. They're going to corner you off in two different directions, and they're going to get one person's side, and they're going to get the other person's side, and then they're going to compare testimony, and what they're looking for is contradiction. So if a cop comes in, if someone calls the cops and tries to corner you off and to get your side of the story, trust me, they're looking for contradiction. Okay, because if your stories don't corroborate, guess what? Your ass is going to jail. See, if shit ain't adding up, they're going to lock your ass up. Okay? So, you got to be careful what kind of people you hang around because you got a bunch of delusional nutcracks running around here. If you get involved with them, they're going to drag you down. So you got to be able to identify these dumb motherfuckers and get the fuck away from them. Okay? And that's those flat earth nutcracks and those Bible-toting nutcracks. Once you identify one, get the fuck away from them. They're delusional. Delusional. Okay? And we're going to get into that. Okay, this is a perfect example of a politically correct nutcrack. He talks real proper. He has the illusion that he's intelligent, he's a sane man, but really he's a fucking delusional nutcrack. Surface-dwelling dumbass is what the fuck he is. He's a fucking moron. Okay? Some of these flat earthers, man, it's like the Three Stooges, man. Moe, Larry, and Curly, man. When Curly acts up, Moe backhands the shit out of that motherfucker. Sit your ass down. Shut up. Get out of here. Shut the fuck up. And that's what I feel like doing to this fucking delusional nutcrack right here, man. Because he thought, how can you fall into such stupidity, man? Okay? But he's a nutcrack. Okay? And I'm going to prove to you that this is a delusional nutcrack. And, Everything he says is fucking retarded. But go ahead.
There's no way that light can come that far and spread out like that. Now, if you follow those light rays, you'll see exactly where the sun is. And as I said, it works out to be about 3,100 miles.
Okay. Because motherfuckers in the scientific community, now we know the Caucasoid is full of shit. You know, half the shit he says come out of his mouth is a goddamn lie, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was Greeks who created civilization, even though the Greeks were in Egypt, stole everything out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just because a motherfucker lies, okay, we know the government lies. We know these NASA scientists lie and talk a bunch of shit. But because they lie and tell you a bunch of false fucking information about how far the sun is from the earth and all that, or whatever the fuck it is. I mean, nobody really knows, you know what I'm saying, unless you flew from the earth to the sun, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to determine exactly how big the sun is as opposed to how far it is. You know, a lot of that's just conjecture and speculation till you actually fucking can measure it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And like I was open-minded to this flat earth shit until I started listening to their fucking arguments. I mean, the only reason I was open to it, you know, I wasn't shutting it all the way down, is because I never been in fucking outer space to see exactly what the fuck, you know, from the perspective from outer space, you know, because most of the shit that you see from NASA and all that shit is a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They're always trying to cover up shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want you to know what's really going on out in outer space. You know what I'm saying? They don't, you know, for whatever reason, they're trying to keep you in the dark. You know what I mean? You know, which is why, you know, go buy yourself your own, get you some, you're not going to get those Hubble telescopes, but you can get you some decent telescopes, man. Go out and kind of like investigate and see shit for yourself. But to sit here and say that the earth is flat, you know, I'm not 100% closed, you know, to the idea of that possibility, because like I said, I've never been in outer space. But when I listen to the argument of these stupid motherfuckers, okay, and you think the world is flat based on these dumbass explanations that this Nutcracks like this motherfucker right here is giving you, then you're just a dumb motherfucker, and you just, you know, you're like one of them Jim Jones followers, man. You know, drink the fucking Kool-Aid, motherfucker, and you're sitting here watching everybody die around you, and these same motherfuckers out here watching everybody die around you, going to still feed the Kool-Aid to their children. And watch them die right in front of you, and then you're going to drink the goddamn Kool-Aid and die. Because you were just a brain-dead, mind-controlled, you know, little sheeple. Most people are a fucking herd. You know what I'm saying? They don't think for themselves, man. You know? They watch what everybody else does, and they follow right the fuck along, like fucking cattle. They're fucking herd, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you got these motherfuckers out here herding the fucking sheep, and these dumb sheep follow right along. Right to the goddamn slaughter. Dumb motherfuckers, one after the next, gonna follow right to this fucking slaughter, man. You know what I'm saying? That's people, man. They're fucking sheep. And this is one of these dumbasses that, you know, because he talks a certain way and he's politically correct, and people, oh, he's a smart guy. Because they're surface-dwelling dumbasses. You know, if that's your interpretation of a smart guy, is because, you know, he dresses nice and he talks through his fucking nose and he walks around like he's a fucking boarding dad. Well, shit, I know a lot of swindlers that fucking dress nice. That's why they con your dumb ass and play your ass like a fucking fiddle. Now, he's very polite, he's very smart. He was very kind, but he took me for everything I'm fucking worth because you're a stupid motherfucker. Can't see the forest from the trees. You judge the motherfuckers not by how he talks. You don't judge him how he looks. You judge him by what the fuck he does, dumbass. You watch his fucking actions. His actions will tell you every goddamn thing. But most stupid motherfuckers don't watch the motherfucker's actions. They judge, oh, he got a nice haircut. Oh, he's driving a nice car. You know, he's dressed real nice and he talks, you know, real proper. And he's holding a Bible. I trust him. And then a month later, he got all your money out your goddamn account. Because he swindled your stupid ass. And you gave it away. You gave him all your goddamn money because you couldn't recognize a swindler when you see one. Because you weren't paying attention to his fucking actions. If you watched his fucking actions, you can tell the motherfucker's a goddamn liar and a swindler. But you know, in order to identify a fucking liar and a swindler, That means you have to be a straight up honest person. See, if you're dealing truth, nobody can swindle you. Because you're going to see the motherfucker contradicting himself. You're going to watch his fucking actions. You're going to see that what he's saying, his actions ain't corroborating what he's saying. See what I'm saying? You're going to watch how this motherfucker all of a sudden on a certain subject, all of a sudden just gets quiet. Doesn't want to talk about it. Because he's up to something. The motherfucker is up, he's trying to scam you. See what I'm saying? The motherfucker get quiet, don't want to answer your fucking questions. He's trying to hide something. See, me like a detective, I'm going to find out what the fuck you're trying to hide. And once I find out what the fuck you're trying to hide, like a detective, I'm going to bust your fucking ass, nigga. Mr. Caucasian ape man. I'm going to bust your fucking ass. Every time. Okay? You can fool me some of the time, but sooner or later, I'm going to bust your ass. I'm going to catch you. See what I'm saying? You fool some of the people some of the time. Yeah. You can fool some people all of the time. But you can't fool everyone all of the time. See what I'm saying? You're not going to fool me. Okay? Sooner or later, I'm going to catch up with you. And when I catch up with you, I'm going to bust your fucking ass. See? Because I'm a detective in this shit. All right, here we go. We're going to get back to this nutcrack. Go ahead, nutcrack.
Now, if that's the case, and the sun is circling over this flat plane, yeah, its light range is limited, so it's illuminating the part of the Earth. It's like over at the moment. So, say over Europe, it might, or over South America there.
Okay, according to these flat Earth nutcracks, the Earth is this flat surface. It's fucking insane, man. Okay, and if this is a flat surface, then this must be the bottom of the universe. We are dwelling at the bottom of the universe. There's nothing below the Earth. We're at the bottom of the goddamn universe. Okay? And they're saying that outside of this perimeter of land is Antarctica. Okay? It's kind of, which, Antarctica is at the bottom of the goddamn globe of the Earth. But they're saying that this is some kind of perimeter that no human being is allowed to go past. There's lands beyond Antarctica. Once you cross Antarctica, you move into another fucking land. Okay? All right. And the sun is nothing but a big ass fucking flat light rotating around the Earth. And these flat Earth nutcracks bleed as shit. Okay, man, listen to this shit.
It's over there. Well, Australia's going to be in the dark because the sun isn't going to throw enough light to illuminate Australia. Yeah. Now, most people say, well, I see the sun rise and set. How can that be if it's just going round in a circle? Well, that's perspective again. Okay, now, we're going to hear this flat Earth nutcrack perspective. Now, this is some retarded ass shit. And I'm going to expose these fucking flat earthers because they're full of shit. Like I said, when you see a contradiction, there's a goddamn lie being told. Now, somebody's lying in this motherfucker, and I'm about to find out who the fuck is lying. Okay? Here you go. If you actually see video of the sun coming up and going down, many times you'll see that the sun starts off as it's coming up very, very tiny, and it gets bigger as it gets closer. And here we go. Like this is why I showed you that optical illusion of shit. You know how the mind, can play games on you and all that kind of shit. Okay, this, what this dude is talking about could just be an illusion. You know what I'm saying? It's all based on how light refracts. Like you only see things based on how light refracts in your eye, and that gives you the visual that you see, which means you don't see everything. Which why you can see someone sitting next to you at the corner of your eye, but when you put your eye straight on it, you can't see it. Just like that dot. See what I'm saying? It's how light refracts in your brain is based off of what you see. See what I'm saying? Which is why you got to get past the illusion. Okay? A lot of shit that you see with your two eyes is a fucking illusion. And I demonstrated that in God's Age Part 1 with that split test, with quantum physics split test. Okay? What you're seeing is physical with your two eyes, but when you do it through the split test, when you shoot those particles through the split,
They act as a fucking wave. They have a wave pattern. See? But when you look at it with your two eyes, it starts acting like a fucking piece of matter. Take your eyes away, it behaves like a fucking wave. See? You put your eyes back on it, it acts like matter. Take your eyes off of it, it behaves like a fucking wave. Now these flat earthers can't explain that shit. See? Because what you see with your two eyes ain't what you're fucking seeing. It's not fucking reality. Okay? So the trick is, how do you see past what you see? See, people judge shit based on what they see with their two eyes, with their two physical eyes, which makes them what I call a surface dweller. And this motherfucker these flat earthers are the ultimate surface dwellers. And here you go, man.
To midday and then get smaller again. It's literally that effect of perspective, you know, with something's above you, like the ceiling in a hallway, yeah, as it goes further away.
Okay, you saying as everything goes further away, see, he's basing this shit off of, you know, the optical illusion. You know, as you close to the light and as you look down the hallway here, the lights get smaller and smaller and smaller. So he's saying that because, you know, this way the sun rotates around the earth, okay, it's actually, as it moves farther away, okay, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. But see, he's missing one fucking detail. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of the details that he's fucking missing. I'm about to point it out. As you look down to the last light, okay, you don't see half a fucking light, or 1/10 of a light, or 1/4 of a light. You don't see that. You see the full light all the way down this fucking hall. Yeah, it's getting smaller and smaller based on your optical illusion, but you don't see half of it. Okay, you don't see half of it. And see, his perspective as a flat earth nutcrack, because it's big and then it gets smaller and smaller, that it's moving away. Okay, the sun is moving away, as I showed earlier with that flat earth model. And I'm gonna show you this model right here, man. Okay, see the way this works is, okay, say like you're in Africa, right? When the sun moves away from Africa, okay, according to him, as it moves over here towards South America, as the sun starts moving, it starts looking smaller and smaller and smaller. As it comes around, it gets bigger, 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 and then smaller, smaller, smaller. Bigger, 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 smaller, 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 as it moves away from Africa. As it moves towards it, it gets bigger, 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 smaller, 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 smaller. See? So because it gets bigger, 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 and then smaller, smaller, smaller as it moves away, he's thinking that this sun moves in this, it's actually moving away from Africa. It's not the globe rotating. See what I'm saying? And, you know, this is the perspective of these flat earth nutcracks, and we about to dissect this shit. Okay, according to him, the sun, as it moves away from Africa, gets smaller, 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 smaller as it moves away. See? But the detail that he missed is you don't see half a fucking light, 1/4 of a light, 1/10 of a light. See what I'm saying? Which tells you that the earth is round. See what I'm saying? If you see half the sun, 1/4 of the sun, see, none of these flat earthers will fucking acknowledge this shit. Also, the perception of, you know, what is it? The winter solstice and the summer solstice. Okay, I'm a sun gazer. All right, I stare at that sun every goddamn day, man. Or as long as the fucking sun's out there, I'm out there for an hour a day. I watch the fucking motion of the sun. Okay, as we move towards wintertime, the days get shorter and shorter and shorter, and the sun appears to rise lower. You know, it'll rise only so high in the sky, and then it sets quicker during wintertime as opposed to summertime, where the days go longer. The sun rises higher up in the sky, and then it takes longer to set, which means the days are longer. Now, in order to have short days in the winter, long days in the summer, that means that this flat earth has to be tilting some way. And these flat earth nutcracks can't explain that shit. I've yet to hear one goddamn fucking explanation as to why days are shorter in the wintertime as opposed to the summertime. Okay? The only way that can happen is if the earth is rotating some way. Okay? The earth has to be rotating. Alright? In order for there to be like 9-hour days in the wintertime as opposed to 15-hour days in the summertime. I'm just conjecturing here. I have to actually get the, I ain't telling you the full details, but the days are far shorter in the wintertime than it is during the summer or during the spring. I say around June is like the longest day of the year. You know, that sunset might set as late as 10 o'clock p.m., 9:30 p.m. See what I'm saying? But in the wintertime, it can set as early as 5 o'clock p.m., 5:30 p.m., 6 o'clock p.m. See what I'm saying? So in the wintertime, it sets at 6, but during the summertime, it sets like 9:30. Now, in order for those days to have such drastic difference of date, that means the Earth has to be moving. It can't be flat. It's impossible for it to be fucking flat. The Earth has to be rotating in some way. Okay? Now, is it rotating the way NASA says or the way these Caucasian scientists say it is? Okay? It could be, it couldn't be. I don't know. I'm not in outer space doing all the fucking measurements, but I can sun gaze and see that during wintertime the days are shorter, during the summertime the days are longer. I sit here and watch it, and from December 22nd to December 25th, the sun stops fucking moving. Okay? It's not rising higher or going lower. So I can sit here, I can start watching the sun from August, and it'll be way up in the sky. Okay, and by November, I only see it halfway up in the sky. See what I'm saying? And then from when it gets to December 22nd, 25th, okay, the sun only goes so high. And it only goes so high for 3 days. It will stay exactly right there for 3 fucking days. I'll sit there and I'll observe this shit. Okay? It does not move. Now, how's that fucking possible on some fucking flat earth model? And then after that 3rd day, it starts to go back up. Higher and higher and higher. The days start getting longer. Now, the only way that can happen is if this earth is moving. Okay? It's moving. It has to be moving. All right? And these flat earthers are not explaining that. I have yet to get a good explanation as to why from December 22nd to December 25th, the sun does not move upwards. See, this is where you get Jesus was crucified on the cross for 3 days. See, the Bible, these Creationist Nutcracks, these Bible-toting Nutcracks think that when they talk about Jesus the Christ, they think they're actually talking about some Neanderthal Caucasian who's walked this earth 2,000 years ago is coming back to save fucking mankind, whatever the fuck it is. They done twist around all the comedic shit. Okay? And really that whole Jesus story is basically talking about the fucking sun. God's son walks on water. When you watch the sunrise, you see the reflection of the sun off the water. It means God's son walk on water. God's son walks among the clouds for all eyes to see. God's son walked among the clouds. Okay, that's not no Caucasian Neanderthal ape man walking across the sky, and you can see him in the skies, and he's gonna come back and save your fucking ass. See, these Bible-toting Nutcracks will tell you some stupid shit like that. No, they're talking about the actual sun. As long as God's son has risen, there'll be eternal life on this planet. Yeah, because there can't be life without the fucking sun. Hello? We're talking about the actual sun, the S-U-N. Sun. Okay? See? But like, and you can see the sun. It's all based on Mother Nature. It's right there. There's plenty of evidence supporting it. Okay? I mean, even if I might see it as optical illusion, I can walk to the next man. Hey, do you see what I see? And they'll say, yeah. You see what I'm saying? Which tells me which verifies what I see is, corroborated. You know what I'm saying? Because I get everybody's testimony like a fucking detective. You know what I'm saying? This is simple shit. Okay? But I'm just showing you how these flat earthers are coming up with their fucking conclusions. And really what it is it's their fucking delusions. See, it's their mind, it's what they see. It's playing a trick on their fucking brain, man. See what I'm saying? Delusions. Fucking delusions. Flat earth delusions. There you go.
As it goes further away, it will seem to sink down towards the horizon until it disappears.
No, it doesn't. I don't see half a light. I don't see a quarter of a light, man. Show me where I see half a fucking light. Now, am I delusional, or is this motherfucker that's talking shit in this video delusional? Because I don't see half a light nowhere in here. Okay, I see it fading away to where you can't see it. But I don't see where it's going. Quarter of a light, half a light, third of a light. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that. I see the light going on and on and on and on and on and on. All the way down the hall, I still see a light. Okay, see, this is part of this optical illusion. See what I'm saying? This is all part of optical illusion. I don't see half a light. Now they're gonna come up and say some stupid shit, and naturally, I'm gonna bring out the evidence, because they ain't got no fucking explanation for this shit. But here you go.
Beyond the limit of your sight, and that's all you're seeing. You're seeing literally the sun circling overhead, but seeming to set.
See, he's showing the sun going all the way back, because that's not how the sun sets, man. See, I'm a sun gazer. I know better than that shit. So I know right there, this motherfucker telling the goddamn lie. See what I'm saying? He's fucking lying through his goddamn teeth. You're a fucking liar, man. You flat earthers are fucking nutcracks, man. You're no different than these Christian, insane lunatics out here. These Bible-toting nutcracks out here. Or any other religious nutcrack out here. See what I'm saying? You're not basing it off of Mother Nature. See, I expose your ass because nature doesn't lie. Mother Nature will not lie to you. These nutcracks out here, okay, I don't want to call them a liar. They could just be delusional. You know what I'm saying? Their fucking head, they living in some fucking optical illusion. I don't know. They might be on LSD. Who the fuck knows, man? But that's not, what this motherfucker is talking about is not how it fucking works in reality. Okay, here you go.
There was a team in California that launched a rocket 75 miles up. And you can find this video on YouTube. It's difficult to watch because the cameras, there were 7 cameras on this rocket, and it was spinning as it went up, so it's very, let's say, difficult to watch. But this chap, Refi, studied this video meticulously, looking for some kind of mistake or some kind of evidence, and he realized that he could see the moon. So he went online to a website called timeanddate.com, where it will show you graphically where the moon and sun is at any time on any day. And he did a bit of detective work to find out exactly when the rocket was fired, and found that the moon should have been on the other side of the planet, over Australia.
Okay, here we go with more optical illusion shit. Now, just because NASA lies, and we know these motherfuckers been lying forever. They're covering up shit, just because, they sat there and tell you all kinds of lies about fucking European history. They kind of whitewashed the Moors out of the fucking history, so we know that they're fucking with your head. And we know they fuck with the fucking information. We already know that shit. This is a Caucasoid. Okay? This is how they fucking behave. Now, we know that NASA's going to lie and tell you shit. Everything that they say is going to be completely different than what you say. But, what's so fucking retarded about this is, okay? Okay. Lights, the starlight that you see, if you go outside right now, go look at the star right now. Okay, because the way light travels and hits your eye, okay, what you're looking at isn't a fucking optical illusion. Because that star that you're looking at is 3,000 years ago. Okay, because the light that comes off that star right now has not hit our cornea for us to see it. So a lot of what you see is because of the light traveling and hitting the cornea of your eye. Okay, it's not what you're seeing at that particular fucking moment. So yeah, what you're looking at from Earth, as opposed to if you go out in outer space, is going to be 2 different fucking perspectives because of the way the light travels and hits your fucking eye. See, this is the fucking illusion. Okay. It's like them stars that you see. You go right outside, you see a star right outside. Okay, that star is not what you're seeing. You're seeing what it looked like maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago, whatever, however far that star away is opposed to the Earth. That light has to travel to hit your eye for you to see it. Okay, what you're seeing right now, okay, had already happened years ago. See what I'm saying? So you're living, everything you see is a fucking optical illusion. Okay? But these nutcracks are not going to explain that shit. Okay? Or they'll probably say, well, they'll come up with some bullshit. But, like, the shit that this motherfucker's talking is just so asinine, man. But go ahead, man. Go ahead with your stupid shit.
Now, the the rocket was 75 miles up and it could see the moon, but anybody down on the ground wouldn't be able to see it. But the point is...
That's because of how the light refracts and hits your eye, dumbass. But go ahead, man.
But if the moon was over Australia, on the other side of the... It would be on the other side of the planet, which is, okay, there. So down there on the other side of the planet, and the rocket went up here. So there's no way that rocket should have been able to see the moon on the other side of the planet.
Okay, and that's his interpretation, man. Okay. Now, he done made his little silly ass case, all right? All right, I mean, here's the video, man. Our flat, domed, closed system explained, B. Murphy. Okay, this motherfucker, like, left out all kinds of fucking details, especially on how the sun sets. Okay, now we're going to get into how these dumb motherfuckers, these flat earth nutcracks, you know how they twist facts. Okay, we're going to, you know, I'm going to compare testimony. Okay, and we're going to compare testimony. Okay, here's a video right here. Sun setting on a flat earth. What do your senses tell you? Okay, we're going to watch this. Okay, I'm gonna show you the stupidity of these nutcracks, and I'm gonna show how they fucking lie. But go ahead. Okay, he's saying that the sun gets smaller and smaller, which means it's moving away. Okay, according to the flat Earth model. Okay, the sun's and it's getting smaller and smaller. So because it's getting smaller and smaller, it's because it's moving further away. In that little silly ass elliptical pattern that I showed you. Go ahead. It sure doesn't look like it's moving down closer to the water. So let me get this. It's moving back away, but it's not going any closer to the water. Okay. Now that's some insanity right there, but go ahead, man. Notice the slightly thicker clouds visible just above the horizon below the sun. Okay, we're going to make a comparative analysis on this shit. All right. Because I'm just showing you these flat earthers. This is the CIA. Okay, the CIA is pushing this shit. To fuck with your head. This is a mind fuck. This flat earth movement is nothing but fucking CIA. This is a government mind control operation. This is nothing but a fucking mind fuck. And they hurting these dumb motherfuckers up no different than Jim Jones, the Guyana tragedy, where they hurted them dumb motherfuckers up and got them to drink that goddamn Kool-Aid. And these dumb motherfuckers didn't have enough common sense not to drink the goddamn fucking Kool-Aid, even though they're standing here watching everybody die around them. Okay, it's the same shit that they do in the military. Bombs is getting dropped. Motherfucker give you an order, you're going to run where the goddamn bombs is dropped. Because they trained your ass like a fucking dog. Okay? They mind controlled your ass. Brainwashed you. That's the only way you can have a war. You got to have a gang of idiots dumb enough to go fight one. You gonna go attack? You gonna let this motherfucker send you halfway around the world, go fuck with some people that ain't done shit to you? Only you have to be dumb as fuck. You have to be mind controlled in order for you to go along with something that goddamn stupid. Like these sheep running right into the fucking slaughterhouse. These cows walking right into the fucking slaughterhouse. They just run after the next fall and get a nail ram right into the middle of their fucking skull to get cut to pieces and be on the refrigerator shelves. Now, if these animals understood what the fuck was going on, there would be a rebellion on the farm. But because they don't understand and they don't critically think, you know, they just follow one after the next, okay, like fucking drones, okay, they get slaughtered, okay, and that's what these dumb motherfuckers do out here. The average person is fucking sheep, and sheep get slaughtered because they're too fucking stupid to think for themselves. You can't have a military if everybody's thinking for themselves. See, this is why they don't want you thinking for yourself, and they herd you up in this group think, herd mentality. Cattle. This is the average motherfucker. They're dumbasses, man. Sheep waiting to get slaughtered. Dumb. Because they can't see the tree from the forest. They can't see past the fucking illusion. They're just dumb. Zombies. Here you go, man. And see, this can be done, you know, with a telescope. You zoom in, zoom out, you know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's all kinds of Hollywood magic, but let's go. Okay, the camera moved and the sun moved. Let's go back to that, man. Let's go back to that. Is it camera moved? Okay, hold on. So now that I guess according to the flat earthers, the sun can move from side to side. Okay, hold on. Let's go here. Hey, look at that. It goes from here to there, and then the motherfucker's dumb enough to admit that the camera moved. Okay, the farther you look across the horizon, the more clouds are in line of sight. Okay, that's great. Okay, he did not show the sunset. Okay, now let's see how long it takes to drop below the horizon. Okay, hold on. Now, why is the sun, why are you only seeing portions of the sun now? If this was a flat earth, okay, according to this other nutcrack right here, this motherfucker right here, hold on, according to his model, here it is right here. As the lights go further and further away, you don't see half a fucking light, a quarter of a light, okay? As you see right here, see, you're starting to see portions of the sun. Now, the only way you start seeing a quarter of a light, half of the light, is if this surface is round. Okay, hold on. So you start to see half of the sun. Okay, you start to see half of the sun. Okay, now this dumb motherfucker right here, I want him to show me at what point do you see half a fucking light anywhere down this hallway. Okay, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. But nowhere does it, as it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, do you see half of it? It's kind of like you take an ink pen and have it move away from you till it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, but you'll still see the whole fucking ink pen. It's just it just shrinks smaller and smaller and smaller. You don't see half a fucking ink pen. You take a ink pen and stand it up vertically, and have it go away from you. It'll get smaller and smaller and smaller, but at no point in time will you see half a fucking ink pen. It'll shrink all the way down to your eye, to your visual eye can't see it any longer. But at no point in time do you see half a fucking ink pen. Mr. Flat Earth Nutcrack. At no point in time will you see half a ink pen. You see a smaller version of a full ink pen. It'll get smaller and smaller and smaller, but no, at no point in time do you see half of it. If you do start seeing half of it, it's because it curved away. Which tells you that this earth has to be round. Hello. But you know, like this is the you know, like I said, flat earthers are, you know, they're surface dwellers, man. And it comes to a point to where the sun is fucking going to set, so you don't see it anymore, but you still see half of the sun. Not the whole sun. You see half of it. If you see half of the sun, okay, you already know what the fuck the deal is, man. Alright? You see half the fucking sun, that tells you that the earth is round. Because if this thing was going farther and farther away and the earth was flat, you wouldn't see half a sun. You still see it. You just see a smaller circle. That's all you would see. It's a smaller circle. It'll get smaller and smaller and smaller, but it'll still be a fucking circle. Not half a circle, quarter of a circle, and a tenth of a circle. The only way that can happen is if the earth is round. Hello? And there it is. Okay, now you only see like the tip part of the sun. Now, why is it you only see the tip part of the sun, man? Mr. Flat Earther. Okay, man, see, this is bullshit, man. You know, it's like, I really didn't want to do a video on this shit. I really didn't want to do this because this was so asinine. I mean, when it was proposed to me, it was asinine to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would somebody actually, I mean, this is some medieval shit. When people used to think the fucking world was flat. This is some medieval shit. Now, why are we back on this, man? You know what I'm saying? When I can look out in outer space and see everything's fucking round, spherical. I mean, this is this retarded shit, man. I mean, I sit there and watch the sun every goddamn day, man. I stare into it every fucking day. And I watch how the days get shorter during the wintertime as opposed to these getting longer. Okay, I was watching the sun from January to now. The day that the sun has moved higher in the sky. For it to move higher in the sky, okay, that means that the earth has to be moving. In order for me to see that sun higher in the sky now than when it was during January, December. December, you know, the day, you know, the sun will only move like halfway in the sky and then it will set real quick. Now, the only way that can fucking happen is if the earth is moving, man. The days get fucking shorter. Now, how this earth rotates as opposed to the sun, you know, how that happens, you know, NASA, your scientists, motherfuckers in college could be lying to you to throw you off, so you won't have any so you can't figure out actually what time it is. You see what I'm saying? You know, they give you these false calculations, but that doesn't, just because they fucking lie and give you false calculations doesn't mean that the fucking earth is flat, motherfucker. Oh, motherfuckers. There it is. You see only the tip part of the sun. Now, how the fuck is that possible, man? If this surface is flat, how does it only see the tip part of the sun? I don't see a circle, a full circle. I only see the top part of the fucking sun. Now, you know, they play games with your fucking head, these flat earthers. I mean, they have to do, you know, to back up their bullshit, they have to back it up with more bullshit. When you spew bullshit, you got to put out more bullshit to support the bullshit that you're spewing. Because I'm going to show you an actual sun setting. Here you go. This right here is the actual sunset. Hold on, let me put a pause. I just want to make sure everything's in the screen. Here you go. Now here's the actual sunset. Now is the sun getting smaller and smaller and smaller? Is Is it getting smaller and smaller and smaller, or is the sun looking like the same fucking size? Flat Earth Nutcracks, man. Now show me where the sun is changing size in this fucking video here, man. And how did this happen? How did that happen, man? Mr. Flat Earth Nutcrack? Okay, here's another video of the sun. I want to see where it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller like these Flat Earth Nutcracks are claiming. Now show me where it's getting smaller. It's the same fucking size, man. Now you only see half the sun. You see the tip part of the sun. Now it's dark and you don't see no fucking sun. You get no light. Now how the fuck is that possible on a flat Earth surface? Let's go back over that. Now where did the sun get smaller, Mr. Flat Earther? It's the exact same size now as it is going down. Now where's it getting smaller at? I don't see no change in size, Mr. Flat Earther. Try that again. Okay, I don't see it getting smaller. I don't see it getting smaller. I don't see it getting smaller. But I see a half a sun, the tip part of the sun, and it didn't get smaller. Got that, Mr. See, comparing testimony, man. See? This is that flat Earth shit is nothing but CIA, man. It's nothing but a CIA mind fuck. And these dumb motherfuckers are stupid, man. They're stupid as fuck. Plain and simple, man. Alright, hold on, man. Let's go through some more. Okay, here's more shit that these flat Earth nutcracks are not going to explain to you. Okay? They can't tell you how this fucking happened. Okay? Only way you can see half a sun, quarter of a sun, whatever the fuck it is, a tenth of the sun as it sets, is the Earth has to be fucking round. Now, how round, how far the sun is from the Earth and all that bullshit, okay, yeah, it could be a fucking lie on all that shit. The sun could be closer, could be farther. Who the fuck knows? Depends on how big the fucking sun is to begin with, and these motherfuckers claim to know the size of the goddamn sun. Okay? I haven't went out with a measuring tape and measured it for myself, so I can't sit here and say exactly how fucking big it is. But I do know one thing. When something's close right in front of my face, it looks a lot bigger than when it's far away from me. You understand what I'm saying? And that sun did not change size, nor, if it's moving farther away, nor did it remain circular. And then move so far away until it got so small to where it went out of my sight. Okay, I didn't see that. Okay, it didn't remain a circle. I saw it move down to where it went half a sun, tip of the sun, to where you're going to see the tip of the sun to where it went dark. Which tells me that the fucking Earth is round, motherfucker. Not flat. So stop with the stupid shit. Now, you flat Earth nutcracks, can you please explain this shit for me? Here you go.
There's another very interesting phenomenon that occurs around December 25th, or the winter solstice. From the summer solstice to the winter solstice, the days become shorter and colder. And from the perspective of the northern hemisphere, the sun appears to move south and get smaller and more scarce.
Okay, at no point in time did the fucking sun, as it went through the sky, get smaller. Okay, let's take that back. Let me take it back.
Not on Earth. There's another very interesting phenomenon that occurs around December 25th, or the winter solstice. From the summer solstice to the winter solstice, the days...
Okay, sun goes up. This is summer. It's going higher and higher and higher. It's going to go. The sun's going to go out of your vision. Okay, the only way for this sun to appear higher in the sky means that the Earth had to tilt. Okay, so Mr. Flat Earth Nutcrack, does this flat Earth tilt? So why daylight is longer in the summertime as opposed to the wintertime is because this flat Earth tilts. If it's tilting, how can a flat Earth tilt? How's that work, man? Mr. Flat Earth Nutcrack. Here you go, man.
Becomes shorter and colder.
See, that sun went out of your view, and at no point in time did I see the sun get smaller or bigger, by the way.
And from the perspective of the...
Yeah, they're small. Well, this fall. Okay, it's gonna get shorter days. Look, did the sun get smaller? There you go. Same size.
The sun
Same size.
appears to move south and get smaller and
there it goes. This is winter time. Okay, sun is lower and lower. Okay, now how did that happen, Mr. Flat Earth Nutcrack? Does this flat Earth tilt, man? How's that shit work, man? If the sun is circling over a flat Earth, why are days longer in the summertime as opposed to the wintertime? I mean, does this flat Earth tilt to where you? I mean, how does it tilt to where you only see the sun for a portion of the day? I mean, how's that shit work, Mr. Flat Earth Nutcrack? Okay, flat earthers, man. CIA psyop operation, man. They're fucking with your head, man. It's nothing but a government psyop operation, man. You know, don't fall for this bullshit, man. Okay, it's a bunch of fucking bullshit. Okay, these flat earthers tell you, trust your senses. Trust your senses. They tell you to trust your fucking senses. There it is right there. I'm going to show you the sunrise and sunset right there. I'll show you days get longer and shorter. You know, which means in order for the sun to go shorter during the wintertime and longer than the summertime, that means that this flat earth has to fucking tilt, which supports that the earth is actually round and the earth is just tilting back and forth on its axis. But these flat earth nutcracks will tell you, well, they can't tell you shit about this. I've yet to find a fucking video explaining the winter summer solstice. Okay? The earth is not flat, man. Alright? And this little spook shit, what's beyond Antarctica? You know, how come they're blocking Antarctica? Yeah, they're blocking Antarctica because they're finding the fucking civilization under the fucking ice. They got pyramids over there. They're finding all this shit, and they're trying to uncover this shit and keep it secret because they're trying to steal the goddamn technology. Which is why, as I shown in previous videos, Champollion, after he deciphered the fucking hieroglyphs, you had a technological explosion. All of a sudden, Tesla has all these fucking scientific shit because they're over there deciphering the goddamn hieroglyphs, stealing the fucking knowledge out of Kemet. These motherfuckers built goddamn pyramids, motherfucker. And no flat earther is going to explain to you. They're going to go talk about the Greeks and all this other. The Greeks are, by the way, 2 to 5% Neanderthal, Mr. Flat Earther. How did that happen? All these fucking ancient civilizations are 2 to 5% Neanderthal. Neanderthal mitochondrial DNA did not tie back to humans, Mr. Flat Earther. Can you explain that shit? Huh? Well, you know, people are saying, why? What does this have to do with, what does Neanderthal DNA have to do with flat earth theory? Well, you know, in my next Annunaki video, I'm going to show you that there's an outside force here that engineered and seeded the earth, you know, created, you know, all these wide variety animals from core species, man. Damn near every animal you see, big animal, elephants, all of them, were all engineered from a goddamn rat. Okay? So it's someone who can engineer a rat into a goddamn elephant, has some high technology there. And the Anunnaki story says that the Anunnaki came from outer space and came here to the Earth. Credo Mutwa said they came from outer space and landed here on Earth, on spaceships. Which gave rise to the Bantu, the children of Anu and Antu, who are the Anunnaki. In order for them to come from another planet to here, you know, that planet had been round, so they came here to a round planet, you know. I mean, you know, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, but you know, if this sunset shit doesn't, you know, I'm gonna show you 2 different sunsets. Here's the sunset. The sun did not change in size, but this motherfucker comes up with all kinds of talking about the earth, and then we busted his ass with the goddamn camera. The sun jumped from the left all the way over to the right. See, we done busted this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Doing camera tricks. You know, I mean, these motherfuckers. I mean, this has to be a CIA operation, man. This has to be a CIA operation, man, playing a mind fuck on you. When all you gotta do is go out there. See, most people here's the problem. Most people won't look at the goddamn sun. Oh, it's gonna blind me. I mean, a big ass sun right there in front of their goddamn face, and most motherfuckers won't even look at it because they've been lied to. CIA mindfuck operation again. The motherfucker told you that the sun's gonna blind you. When the sun does not blind you, as a matter of fact, the sun will fix your cataracts and improve your fucking vision, and grow your brain, and feed you. But because they mindfucked you, and you don't go out and do these things for yourself, I look at the sun. I stare right into that motherfucker every day. I don't want to say excuse me, Mr. Sun, I don't want to call you a motherfucker. You know, slip of the tongue there. Everything in the universe is living. You're part of the universe. You're alive. Your spirit is a living thing. Okay? And you're connected to this universe, the dark matter, which explains trees, by the way. You know, you take a seed of a tree, put it into a pot of earth, you know, get your little pot, and that tree will actually grow, and it'll grow into a huge size. Now, where the fuck did that tree come from? And when they measured the dirt in the pot, it didn't come from the dirt. Because the dirt in the pot did not change. So where the fuck did that tree come from, Mr. Flat Earther? Had to come from the rays of the sun. Had to come from the rays of the sun. See? But a flat earther can't explain that shit. Okay. You know, that might be a little off the subject, but you know. Just food for thought, motherfuckers. Okay. I just had to make this video, man. I really didn't want to touch on this subject because it was so asinine to me, man. I mean, this is some asinine shit. But you know, these motherfuckers out here mind fucking people, and it's amazing how many of these dumb motherfuckers out here follow behind this shit and don't use no goddamn, you know, they won't go out and experiment, they won't research shit for themselves, they gonna listen and believe somebody and, you know, judge shit on the fucking surface because they're dumbass surface dwellers, which is why I give dumbass comments on my goddamn fucking page talking about, oh, you cuss too much because I cuss, that means I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, according to these nutcracks out here. Okay? A cuss word ain't shit but a goddamn word. I ain't seen one cuss word yet fucking cut a nigga's head off. I ain't seen one cuss word yet lock a nigga up in jail. I ain't seen one cuss word yet cut a nigga's legs off, break his bones or anything. It's just a goddamn word. But these dumb motherfuckers can't see past that shit. They let a word hurt their fucking feelings. It's a fucking word. It can't do shit to you. The only thing it can do to you is what you let it do to you, and you did it to yourself. Stupid motherfucker. Because you're a brain dead nutcrack. And this is this type of world we live in. We live in a bunch of brain dead nutcracks who cannot see past the illusion. And they go deeper into the illusion. All you do is get these motherfuckers taking this LSD. They sipping on this fucking codeine syrup. You know, drinking embalming fluid. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the club, a nigga in the alley, talking about, hey man, help me. He's sitting there stuck. Hey man. I thought the dude was doping. Okay? I went to the club about 11 o'clock. Come out the club's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm walking back the opposite direction to my car, and this nigga's still in the goddamn alley talking about, help me. And I'm sitting there, man, this is some crazy shit. This motherfucker's drinking goddamn embalming fluid. Okay? That's why the nigga was stuck. The police said the ambulance had to come get his ass. He's stuck, couldn't move. Because this dumbass drinking goddamn embalming fluid. Now you got a wall full of motherfuckers out here drinking alcohol, taking embalming fluid, doing all this other shit. Okay? You know, of course, they're going to be in a delusional state of mind. Their thinking is not going to be clear. And you got a fucking world full of motherfuckers like this, especially here in the United States, man. Damn near everybody in the United States is fucking on some kind of goddamn drug. I mean, even if you're not on drugs, you're on soy, you're on that fucking monosodium glutamate, you're on aspartame, which eats up your fucking brain, you're drinking tap water, which fucking eats your brain because it's got fluoride in the shit. Of course, you're delusional. Which is why you fall for this flat earth bullshit. And wake the fuck up. That's it. I'm up. And I'm out. Woo!